Bible is often described as the ultimate book of love, compassion, and morality. Many Christians call it the Word of God, perfect and eternal. They hold it as a moral compass for humanity. Yet, when one actually opens this so-called holy book, something quite disturbing appears. Behind the verses about kindness and forgiveness, there are other verses that promote violence, slavery, genocide, sexism, and blind obedience. Verses that no moral person in the modern world would ever defend if they came from any other book. Verses that are quietly ignored, skipped, or explained away through excuses and reinterpretations. When most Christians quote the Bible, they pick the soft verses. Love your neighbor, or do unto others. But if someone reads further, the same book commands killing that neighbor if he works on a Sabbath, or killing his children for disobedience. This selective reading is not faith. It is a moral filter. It shows that people already have their own sense of right and wrong, and they simply choose the verses that match what they already believe is good. The rest they pretend not to see. Let us look at some of those verses that almost every Christian avoids. Let us talk about the ones that no priest preaches on Sunday morning. These are the words that reveal what the Bible truly contains, not the gentle image created by modern preachers, but the actual morality that the book once demanded from its followers. One of the most shocking parts of the Bible is the command to kill children for disobedience. In the book of Deuteronomy 21:18-21, it clearly says that if a man has a stubborn and rebellious son who will not obey his parents, then his father and mother shall bring him to the elders of the city, and the men of the city shall stone him to death. Imagine that. A book said to come from a loving God, ordering parents to take their own child to be executed by stoning, simply because he disobeyed. How can such cruelty ever be justified as divine wisdom? Christians often respond that this was the Old Testament, as if morality changes over time. But if that is the case, then how can an eternal and perfect God give such commands in the first place? If it was wrong then, it was never divine. If it was right then divine morality is not moral at all. This is not a matter of cultural difference. Killing a child for disobedience is evil in every century and in every society. Another disturbing example appears in Exodus 21:20-21. It says that if a man beats his slave, and the slave dies immediately, the man should be punished. But if the slave survives a day or two, there shall be no punishment, for the slave is his property. That means the Bible not only accepts slavery, it regulates how hard a slave owner can beat another human being. The slave is not considered a person, but property. Yet millions of Christians today claim the Bible abolished slavery, when the truth is the exact opposite. During the 18th and 19th centuries, slave owners in America quoted these very verses to justify keeping human beings in chains. They believed they were obeying the Bible, and in a sense, they were. When someone says the Bible is a book of universal morality, they ignore that its laws allowed human ownership, abuse, and even killing under certain conditions. There is no moral universe in which this can be right. Then there are the verses about